and gentlemen. Today we celebrate World Literacy Day. It is apt that Church Art, in collaboration with I.C.C.R, has taken initiative to celebrate in a fitting manner with the felicitation of persons who have greatly contributed to education, art and culture.
And welcome to this evening's celebration of Azadi ka Amrit Mahotsav.
Today Church Art is a pan-India initiative with global linkage.
धूम्र नेत्र बधे देवी धर्म कामार्थदायिनी.
We are ready to start this evening's felicitation ceremony. And who better to start it off rather than Ma'am Meenakshi Mishra, the current director of the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, or I.C.C.R as it's fondly called, for the Zonal Office East. Her illustrious career can be summed up by the maxim, action speaks louder than words. Meenakshi ji prefers to keep a low profile and teaches by example. She sets a very high standard of professionalism which is aptly reflected in her work. Meenakshi ji has worked in various capacities at the I.C.C.R headquarters, zonal and regional offices. She has travelled extensively and served at various cultural centres in India and abroad. She has had a brief posting at the Indian Cultural Centre in Sao Paulo, Brazil. Meenakshi ji graduated with flying colours from the Utkal University, Bhubaneswar, and did her post-graduation from the University of Delhi. Before joining I.C.C.R, she has also worked with Shastri Indo-Canadian Institute for more than 7 years. So may I now request Mr. Partho Ganguly to kindly escort ma'am to the dais so that we may felicitate her. Thank you so much, Meenakshi ji.
Good evening, namaskar. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Mr. Subrat Ganguly and the Church Art Foundation for organizing this event and choosing I.C.C.R as the venue for the purpose. I am told today they are going to have a cultural program to mark the occasion International Literacy Day. I would request the organizer of this event to come up with all this program, because I want to really see the program. I have another program at Gyana Mancha, so I have to leave very soon. Before concluding, I must congratulate once again and my greetings to the Church Art, Mr. Subrat Ganguly and the entire team, and I welcome you all to this event. On behalf of I.C.C.R, once again, my sincere greetings and congratulations to all of you present here. Thank you.
During his tenure, I.C.C.R Kolkata shot into prominence and emerged as one of the most active centers in India. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gautam De. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Good evening to everybody. I think I should not waste time speaking unnecessarily because a lot of programs to take place very shortly. But what I can say that I still consider this is a very sacred temple for me, because I played a very crucial role from 2015 to 2021. I have a very memorable memories here. So whenever I come here, I always feel that it's my second home. But the thing is that the amount of love and affection still I receive from everybody, it is really remarkable. I don't know that there's a saying that once you retire from your service, you are like a fused bulb. But in my case, it's still a 1,000-watt bulb. Still I can see. So I think that is the amount of love and respect, and you can say whatever it is I receive. It is because of my good work and my sincere work as a government servant. So thank you once again for coming here and enjoy the today's evening. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We wish to felicitate Shri Yatish Kumar. Unfortunately, Mr. Kumar is unable to be present here with us this evening, so he has sent us a video message. But before you watch it, let me introduce the person. He is currently the chairman and managing director of Braithwaite and Company Limited. Born on the 21st of August 1976 in Munger, Bihar, Shri Yatish Kumar has developed his own distinctive style in poetry, literary works and travelogues. A 1996 batch Indian Railway Service of Mechanical Engineers officer, Mr. Yatish Kumar is a national award recipient in 2006 for his outstanding contribution to the Indian Railway Service. Yatish Kumar has also been the youngest officer to be appointed chairman and MD of any public sector undertaking. He is currently, like I told you, CMD of Braithwaite Company Limited, Ministry of Railways. Mr. Yatish Kumar's poems and memoirs have been published in Nayaga Nagodoya, Hans, Aha Zindagi, Sanmarg, Prabhat Khabar, among others. He has a creative person on popular literary blogs like Hindavi, Samalochan, Jan Ki Pal, Pehli Baar and Kavita Kosh. Apart from national and 5 zonal railway awards, he has also received an Outstanding Global Leadership Award 2019 from the Institute of Economic Studies. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to Mr. Yatish Kumar's words.
तरह का सामाजिक कार्य कर रहा है वो गर्व का विषय है। ट्राइबल और टैलेंट हंट उनका मूल उद्देश्य है और ट्राइबल के भलाई के लिए, उनको समाज से जोड़ने के लिए, उनकी सफलता के लिए जो कार्य किया जा रहा है, मेरी शुभकामनाएं हैं चर्चा आर्ट को। जो अंडर प्रिविलेज चिल्ड्रंस हैं उनको आज के टेक्निकल अपग्रेडेशन के लिए जो कार्य किया जा रहा है इस संस्था के द्वारा, मुझे यह जानकर बहुत प्रसन्नता हो रही है कि आज के दिन चर्चार्ट एक ब्रिज है सोसाइटी और टेक्नोलॉजी के बीच, और जो हमारा ट्रेडिशनल एंशिएंट हिस्ट्री है, एनरिच्ड कल्चर है, उसको बचाए रखने में जो कार्य आप लोग कर रहे हैं, बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं। मैं फिजिकली नहीं हूँ वहाँ, मन से आप लोगों के साथ हूँ और मैं पूरी कोशिश करूँगा कि अगले साल आप लोगों के सामने प्रत्यक्ष रहूँ। बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं।
Shri Dubey ji is one of the most important persons behind some of Railway's prime projects. Many of these are works in progress, including creating modern amenities for passengers, beautification of railway buildings, modernizing of railway infrastructure and facilities, preserving the tangible and intangible assets which form part of the rich railway heritage, promoting Indian culture through various railway initiatives, etc., etc. The list goes on. On the academic front, Shri Dubey ji completed his B.Tech from the Institute of Technology, Banaras Hindu University, now called IIT BHU, in 1984, and went on to complete his M.Tech from IIT Delhi in 1986. He joined the Indian Railways Service of Engineers Cadet in 1986 and has since then held many important posts in the Indian Railways, including a 2-year tenure from 2017 to 19 as Divisional Railway Manager, Bikaner, during which he took an interest in promoting cultural and sporting activities, something which he continues to do till date in his current position as the Principal Chief Engineer of the Eastern Railway since 2019. At present, he is also the president of the Eastern Railway Sports Association. Sir, we are humbled by your presence.
Church art is closely associated to railways, and they are doing a lot of works in railways. I hope in future also they will do similar good works, because we are already doing station development works. In future, they may be associated with a number of activities with us. This organization is a deep understanding of local and Indian culture, which is well reflected in the various creative works and projects which combine aesthetics, culture, social messaging, and also displays engineering skills of a high standard. I wish them a very great success in all their future endeavors. Thank you.
May I also request Mr. L. Ghosh, Secretary to Dubiji, to please come up and allow us to felicitate you. Thank you, sir. Pratap Singh. Mr. Singh is one of the most important spokes in the Eastern Railway wheel that has undertaken a slew of ongoing projects to improve the amenities, infrastructure and operations in Sealdah. Sealdah being one of the busiest divisions of the Indian Railways across the country, and ensuring smooth operation is a very demanding task, and he handles it beautifully. Mr. Singh belongs to the 1989 batch of Indian Railway Service of Mechanical Engineers, having completed his M.Tech in Production Technology from IIT Delhi in 1990. Earlier, he had completed his B.Tech from HBTI Kanpur. He joined the railways and has held many top positions. Sri Singh has joined extensive training programs in India and abroad, including stints in Germany, Singapore, Malaysia, and to obtain his professional and managerial expertise. Sri Singh is the man responsible for the smooth operations of the Sealdah division, and you can see him at work, his work in action, when you see the ongoing infrastructure capacity building projects that have been undertaken and operational. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Singh. Thank you, Mr. Singh. We are now pleased to call Sri S.S. Priyadarshi, Assistant Divisional Manager, Infrastructure, Sealdah Division, Eastern Railway. He is an important team member of the Eastern Railway, entrusted with the responsibility to develop railway infrastructure. He has been the man on the ground implementing some of the most important projects of the Sealdah Division and the Eastern Railway. His hard work has contributed much towards making easier the lives of almost 1.2 million commuters who cross through Sealdah station. Sri Priyadarshi's ability to meet project deadlines and his work experience is a huge asset for the Indian Railways. He is one of the most important men in implementing the railway's new modern look in Sealdah division, be it the new look railway platform and its modernization, the renovation of buildings, giving a facelift, or preserving and reviving the heritage elements of old infrastructures like the I.C.C.R building, the Magistrates Court, etc. Mr. Priyadarshini prefers to keep a low profile. He is a silent worker, but an achiever. So, today we bring him out of the shadows and felicitate him. Sir. Now, I am privileged to call up Mr. V.K. Singh, Additional Divisional Railway Manager, Operations Division. Sri V.K. Singh belongs to the Indian Railway Store Service 2000 batch. Sri Singh brings in a rich and diverse experience from his different postings in the railways and is a veteran of running railway operation with great elan and professionalism. To use an analogy, Singh Ji is the man who ensures all the wheels of the railway operations are well oiled and run smoothly on time. Singh Ji has worked in various diesel and electric loco sheds under the Southeastern Railway and was the Deputy Chief Material Manager in Kharagpur workshop. He has also worked as the Deputy Chief Material Manager for the Metro Railway in Kolkata. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Singh, Mr. V.K. Singh, sir. Mr. Vipin Kumar. He happens to be the Senior Divisional Engineer Operations, again Sealdah Division. We seem to be a little partial to Sealdah Division this evening, but nonetheless, he is an outstanding IRSE officer of the 2003 batch and is currently posted as Senior Divisional Manager Coordination and heads the engineering branch of the Sealdah Division of Eastern Railway. Shri Vipin Kumar graduated from IIT Kanpur as the topper of his batch in civil engineering in 2003. He joined the Indian Railway Service the same year. He has been posted in Bengal for the last 15 years and has held various important posts. He also undertook the renovation of the iconic B.C. Roy Auditorium in Sealdah, which has been restored to its heritage status. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please help me welcome Mr. Vipin Kumar. Mrs. Biswas will do the honors. This person we wish to celebrate, we can't facilitate anymore, so we will celebrate, is the late Dr. Sushovan Banerjee, very popularly called Takar Doctor. He would charge only 1 rupee for his services. He was honored by the Padma Shri by the Government of India in 2020 for his contribution in the field of medicine. Born in 1939, late Dr. Banerjee started his illustrious career as a student of Partha Bhavan Shantiniketan and received his MBBS degree from I.C.C.R. Medical College, Kolkata in 1963. He went on to do clinical pathology from Calcutta University and he won the gold medal. He also earned his degrees from the United Kingdom and Boston University in USA. And after serving in England as a consultant with a lucrative salary, he chose to listen to his inner voice and to return to serve his people back in India as a consultant in the Pearson Memorial Hospital, Vishwabharati. After working there for a few years, he saw the plight of the poor people of Bolpur and started his own practice after quitting his job. An able administrator, Dr. Banerjee was a member of the Executive Council of Vishwabharati as the nominee both of the Prime Minister and the President of India. He was also elected MLA of Bolpur for 1 term, during which he is credited with having done a lot of work. He was the recipient of the Best Citizen of India by the East-West Friendship Society in 2011. He also figures in the Guinness Book of World Records for attending the maximum number of patients. This is remarkable. Dr. Banerjee has received abundant love and blessings from the poor and needy villages of Birbhum and adjoining areas. Even after acquiring foreign medical degrees, he left many lucrative offers and set an example by staying back in Bolpur and devoting his life for healthcare of the poor people there. The failing octogenarian continued to treat 100 to 150 patients daily until his demise on the 26th of July this year. He has truly upheld the ethos of a doctor by serving and saving the poor people of Bengal. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and let us celebrate Dr. Sushovan Banerjee. The son-in-law of Dr. Sushovan Banerjee. He is a renowned orthopedic surgeon in his own right, and he is attached to the Howrah Orthopedic Hospital as a consultant. He has an enviable reputation as a doctor for his domain knowledge, professionalism, and as a deft surgeon. Thousands of patients have benefited from his treatment over the years, and he has been instrumental in spreading the word of health and awareness. Dr. Chakraj has the love and blessings of thousands of patients that he serves, and we thank him for his good work. May I please call upon Dr. Arjun Chakraj, and along with him, so you can come on the stage please, and along with, he is accompanied by Dr. Mrs. Mandira Banerjee. Mandira Banerjee happens to be the worthy daughter of the late Padam Shri Dr. Sushovan Banerjee. She is currently the Assistant Chief Medical Superintendent at P.R. Singh Hospital, Sialda, and post-retirement, she hopes to continue her father's legacy and do social work. Thank you, ma'am, sir, and kudos to the memory of your dad. The picture that you see that is framed and being presented is the picture of Dr. Sushovan Banerjee. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Okay, now we move on to another arena where we call upon the Bishop of Mao from Arunachal Pradesh, who has been known for his great work among the tribal women and for the education of tribal girls from Arunachal. Tribal women in the northeast of India, one of the most backward villages in East Arunachal Pradesh, had found a savior in Bishop P.K. George, who was there for the last 40 years. Bishop George was appalled by the pathetic condition of the tribal women, and which inspired him to start residential Grahini courses for young women who had not been to school. After equipping the girls for employment, the next step was to train mothers with a number of 1 month residential.
And I would like to begin by saying thank you to Church Art and all those of you who are present here. As already told in the introduction, I was fortunate to be involved in the lives of many people who would not find good days if they did not get those chances. And this only tells me that we can all pay more attention to our neighbors and find those in need and help them at the need. And may all of us, especially as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of our independence, help to make India really independent and free. Thank you.
Thank you, Bishop. Now, I'm honored to call upon Father Skaria, who was the founder director of the prison ministry. He is the Don Bosco priest from the Calcutta province, who currently works in West Midnapore district of Bengal, and he has been working relentlessly for reform, rehabilitation, and the release of prisoners. Father Skaria started the Don Bosco prison ministry in 1997 from Behrampur Central Jail and the Lalgola Open Jail to reform, release, rehabilitate, and reintegrate prisoners by providing prisoners free legal assistance, counseling, and various skill training programs for their rehabilitation. He established vocational training programs in several prisons in West Bengal and neighboring states of Jharkhand and Bihar, directly benefiting some 25,000 odd prisoners. The indirect beneficiary number over 45,000, which includes the family members of prisoners, including the women and children. He is also credited to have established the only recognized motor driving school inside a prison. This is an honor that he has in the whole world. There's no other prison except the one that he started with, a motor training school, a motor driving school. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Father I.C.C.R. I'm honored to call upon Father I.C.C.R., who was the founder director of the prison ministry. He is a Don Bosco priest from the Calcutta province who currently works in West Midnapore district of Bengal, and he has been working relentlessly for reform, rehabilitation and the release of prisoners. Father I.C.C.R. started the Don Bosco prison ministry in 1997 from Behrampur Central Jail and the Lalgola Open Jail to reform, release, rehabilitate and reintegrate prisoners by providing prisoners free legal assistance, counseling and various skill training programs for their rehabilitation. He established vocational training programs in several prisons in West Bengal and neighboring states of Jharkhand and Bihar, directly benefiting some 25,000 odd prisoners. The indirect beneficiary number over 45,000, which includes the family members of prisoners, including the women and children. He is also credited to have established the only recognized motor driving school inside a prison. This is an honor that he has in the whole world. There's no other prison except the one that he started with, a motor training school, a motor driving school. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Father I.C.C.R. To call upon Father C.M. Paul. C.M. Paul is a Don Bosco priest also, but no ordinary priest. He is the founder director of the first community radio of Darjeeling district, which he established in 2016. This is the first Nepali language broadcasting station in India and is located at Gorabari village on Hillcart Road, which is at an altitude of about 6,500 feet. Father Paul's team of 5 radio journalists or RJs produce programs with the local community participation for 12-hour broadcasts, and these are done by the local Nepali youth, which are trained by Father C.M. Paul himself. He has won numerous awards and has inspired a lot of people, including me. I myself am a fan and I credit him as my mentor. He continues to work among youth and the young and inspires. A well-known media man, he was the founder of the head of the department of the mass comm departments, both at Salesian College Sonada and at Don Bosco University, Guwahati. He was also the director of Don Bosco News Agency in Rome and the editor of the Herald Weekly in Kolkata, as well as a member of the Central Board for Film Certification in the Government of India. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my mentor, my guru, Father C.M. Paul. Thank you. Father Paul.
Special thanks to Church Arts and the Indian Railways and the I.C.C.R. for organizing this event on this auspicious day of the World Literacy Day. It's indeed a privilege that we are all engaged in teaching young people through arts, through music. These are the things that we have forgotten, and it is an important time that our young people get engaged with arts and performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Paul. I now call upon Father Dr. Franklin Menezes. He was the former director of Seva Kendra, Kolkata for almost 10 years. and he has passionately worked on environmental issues to mitigate the impact of climate change. He has promoted numerous livelihood generation schemes. He has worked on education for all and to keep the industry from being child labor free. He has worked on issues of social justice for truck drivers, tribals and Dalits, and was involved in the education of children in juvenile homes. And the list goes on. Currently, he continues the same kind of work as the Secretary of Calcutta's SEED, an NGO for the promotion of education for street and slum children. He continues to promote alternate energy projects in different parts of the country. Please welcome Dr. Franklin Menezes. To call upon the next recipient, who is none other than Mr. Snehashish Soor. He is a well-known TV journalist and a media educator. Snehashish Soor is an iconic television journalist and an Indian public service TV broadcaster with Doordarshan Kolkata since 1988. Currently, Mr. Soor holds the post of Deputy Director General at Doordarshan Calcutta. President of the Press Club of Calcutta for the third time, Mr. Soor has been a media educator for decades in prestigious institutions such as the University of Kolkata, Jadavpur University, Vishwabharati University, and Indian Institute of Mass Communications. Besides authoring several books and academic papers, Mr. Soor has been the recipient of multiple awards in the field of media and journalism. If you notice, it is Ashtami Sharmishta, the lady who chanted the sloka so beautifully, who has done the honors. Snehashish, would you like to say something?
Thank you, Sunil. Well, Your Grace, revered fathers, senior officers from the Indian Railways, and the distinguished guests. As a journalist, I was trying to figure out the connectivity among the church, the railways, and the heritage. I don't know. I believe there is one, that the church itself is a heritage, and the railways takes us forward. So the heritage is taken forward by the organization like Church Art. What Father Paul or Sunil have not said, this is also a very, very auspicious day. Only some of the Jesuit or Salesian alumni would be able to know, because it's not very discussed and well celebrated as it should have been. This is the feast day, but the birthday of Mother Virgin Mary, Blessed Mary. For all the saints, it is the death day which is celebrated as a feast day, but in this case the exceptional. We all celebrate Christmas, but the 8th of September is considered to be an auspicious day, and I'm sure Ganguly has taken this, has decided to organize this on this particular day. So for us, this is really an auspicious day. I'm honored that I'm recognized along with His Grace and all other revered fathers and very senior railway officials. Yes, if we go to Shialda, especially in the division and the the connect with the new metro rail platform and the general Shialda South or North platforms, and B.C. Roy Institute and all others in the DRM office where people generally do not go. These are all heritage in Kolkata. I'm grateful the railways have considered to maintain and develop and restore these heritages. They have prime business in running the railways, but their love and contribution to the city is recognized today. That is why this is very important. The priests go on working silently in some parts of the world here in this case starting from the remote corners of Arunachal Pradesh or inside some correctional homes, or some employment generation schemes in Seva Kendra. We are indeed very honored today to be able to honor such initiatives that these priests have contributed for the world. They have come to transcend the God's wishes into reality, and which they are doing. A little bit of recognition and honor gives us the responsibility and fulfillment that something needs to be done. I'm indeed grateful that Indian Railways officers, which part of the country they belong to, they have loved the city of Kolkata and decided to carry forward this heritage. I'm indeed very happy to my friend Mr. Ganguly. I know what he does and which quality he attains and where he works in which scheme. I'm grateful to him that he has considered me to be one in the galaxy of people who have been honored today. Thank you very much. Thank you, Sunil.
Stage doing a yoga as a tribute to Bharat Mata. Notice her posture, see the effort that goes into it. Watch her. A little child, this is her tribute to Bharat Ma.
मेरी ज़मीं अफसोस नहीं जो तेरे लिए सौ दर्द सहे महफूज रहे तेरी आन सदा चाहे जान मेरी ये रहे न रहे मेरी ज़मीं महबूब मेरी मेरी नस नस में तेरा इश्क बहे फीका न पड़े कभी रंग तेरा जिस्मों से निकल के खून कहे आबाद रहे वो गांव मेरा जहां लौट के वापस जा न सका ओ वतना मेरे वतना तेरा मेरा प्यार निराला था कुर्बान हुआ तेरी असमत पे मैं कितना नसीबों वाला था
Wow. Let's put our hands together for her. I'm not sure whether she's Ritu Mondol or...
Unity in diversity. In the context of India, in this presentation, Indian dance and music of several states have been placed, depicting beauty and fragrance of our motherland. Moreover, tribute has been paid to our freedom fighters and eminent personalities who have made significant contributions to our country.
तरागा मी डोलकर दर्याचा रागा दर पाण्यावरी पंधराला करतो ये जा मी डोलकर दर्याचा रागा वल्लव रे नामा हो वल्लव रे रामा वल्लव रे नामा हो वल्लव रे रामा
मेरे ढोल ना सुन, मेरे प्यार की धुन, मेरे ढोल ना सुन। मेरे ढोल ना सुन, मेरे प्यार की धुन, मेरे ढोल ना सुन, मेरी चाहते तो फिजा में बहेगी, जिंदा रहेगी होके फना। मेरे ढोल ना सुन, मेरे प्यार की धुन, मेरे ढोल ना। साथी रे मर के भी तुझको चाहेगा दिल, तुझे ही बेचैनियों में पाएगा दिल। साथी रे मर के भी तुझको चाहेगा दिल, तुझे ही बेचैनियों में पाएगा दिल। मेरे गीतों के साए में तेरी राहतों की खुशबू है, तेरे बगैर क्या जीना। मेरे रोम रोम में तू है, मेरी चूड़ियों की खनखन से तेरी सदाएं होती है। ये दूरियां हमेशा ही नजदीक हमको आती है। ओ पिया सांसों में तेरे सरगमे हैं अब रात दिन जिंदगी में तो कुछ ना अब तेरे बिन
सांसों में तेरी सरगमे अब रात दिन जिंदगी मेरी तो कुछ ना अब तेरे बिन
मेरे धड़कनों की सरगोशी मेरे धड़कनों में बजती है
मेरी जागती निगाहों में ख्वाहिश तेरी ही सजती है
मेरे ख्याल में हर पल तेरे ख्याल शामिल है
लम्हे जुदाइयों वाले मुश्किल बड़े ही मुश्किल है
ओ पिया मेरे ढोल ना सुन मेरे प्यार की धुन मेरे ढोल ना
आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो आजा आजा जिंद शामी आने के तले आजा जरी वाले नीले आसमाने के तले जय हो सच्ची मैंने जाऊंगा मारी नच नच
आजादी गाने के तले आजा
सारी बारी नीले आसमान तले
Can we put our hands together for this wonderful display on the event of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and we congratulate Madam Astami Sharmishta on this event. And it has always been the endeavor of Church Art to promote young and rising talent. Ma'am.
Thank you so much. The name of the list. Priyadarshini Bhattacharya, please. Devoshmita Kaur. Please stop the curtains. Priyadarshini Bhattacharya, Devoshmita Kaur, Shohini Chakraborty, Navika Tiwari, Jinjiri Thakur, Pratishtha Kakoti, Urvashi Gagoi, Susmita Bosch, Atrina Datta, Shomrita Paul, Piyasha Sarkar, Tanvi Roy, Shobha Shaha, Ritu Mondol, Ariyahi Bhattacharya, Dimira Mukherjee, Ishita Mondol, Aditya Banerjee, Shapnendu Mondol, Dibyendu Ghosh, Srinjoy Shaha, Anubhav Datta, Ahorshi Datta, Adarsh Kumar, Parisha Bhattacharya, myself Ashtami Sharmishta. Thank you. একটাই রিকোয়েস্ট, এই ছোট্ট বন্ধু 4 বছরের বন্ধু আমাদের, ও একটা খুব সুন্দর গীতার 18টা নাম শিখে এসেছে আপনাদেরকে শোনাবে বলে। অনেক প্র্যাকটিস করেছে, প্লিজ ওকে একটু কনসিডার করুন।
নমস্কার। গঙ্গা, গীতা, সাবিত্রী, সীতা, সত্যা, পতিব্রতা, ব্রহ্মবলী, ব্রহ্মবিদ্যা, ত্রিসন্ধ্যা, গৃহিণী, অর্ধমাত্রা, সীতানন্দা, ভবগ্নি, শান্তিনাশিনী, বেদত্রয়ী, পরনন্দা, তত অর্থ জ্ঞানমঞ্জরি।
Thank you so much. Thanks. ছোট ছোট বন্ধুরা ওরা অনলাইনে প্র্যাকটিস করেছে। এর মধ্যে বহু ছেলে মেয়ে আছে যারা কিচ্ছু নাচ জানে না। আমার একটা মিশন থাকে সবসময়, যারা কিছু জানে না তাদেরকে শেখাতে খুব ভালো লাগে। আর ওদের অনলাইনে ওরা ক্লাস করেছে রাত্রি 9:30 10টা থেকে রাত্রি 12টা পর্যন্ত। যারা এসেছে তারা আমার বাড়িতে এসেছে, এসে অক্লান্ত পরিশ্রম করেছে। সেই সুদূর নর্থ কলকাতা থেকে, উত্তর কলকাতা থেকে আমাদের সাউথ কলকাতায় এসে প্র্যাকটিস করেছে আফটার কলেজ, আফটার স্কুল। তাদের টিউশনস সব কিছু রেখে খুব কম দিনের মধ্যে এই অত বড় প্রয়াসটা নিয়েছি। ছোট ছোট ছেলে মেয়েদের ভুল ত্রুটি হলে নিজেদের সন্তান ভেবে আপনারা ক্ষমা করে দেবেন। ওদের অনেক শিখতে হবে, আমাকেও অনেক দূর যেতে হবে হয়তো। তো এইটুকু বলেই আপনাদের কাছে আজকে বিদায় চাইছি। আবার দেখা হবে। শুভরাত্রি।
would you please do us the honors? And I promise you this, ma'am. And sir, may I have your name? Mr. Ujjwal Bhattacharya, who very Ujjwal Bharat. Okay, wow. Bharati, yes. So thank you for a beautiful accompaniment. He is known to promote youth and is engrossed with multiple youth-related facilities, and he spends his time that youth are his passion and what he strives for. Please put your hands together for Dr. Bilvatan Saha. Thank you.
Canara Bank. He has been in the finance and banking sector and a partner for industries and extends all help to church art in all its ventures. Mr. Subrata Maiti, please. Mr. Subrata Maiti, please go forward.
Technically, he is a BE mechanical. In his career, he has worked with MNCs for more than 10 years in senior positions. He's also worked for 4 years in Ramakrishna Mission, Belur, in the Politics Division, as a lecturer. He is also the former principal of ITI here, and he's out of which he served 3 years as the deputy director. During his service as principal, he managed to tie up with various big companies like Samsung, Credai Bengal, PS Group, Pasari Group to help develop technical education and to empower more people. You will be happy to know that Church Art employs 4 such girls who trained under his tutelage. May I call upon Mr. Tapan Roy.
Mr. Sametra Basu, he is a Don Bosco School Lilwa alumnus and he is a very active worker but a quiet worker, and he has been behind many of church art activities. So we call upon Mr. Sumendra Basu, please. Photo.
From Shritpur Engineering College, and he has done his ME from Jalapur University. Thank you, sir, for being with us this evening.
আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাই। আমাদের এই সংগঠনের উদ্দেশ্য মূলত রবীন্দ্রানুসরণ ও সমসময়ের প্রেক্ষিতে রবীন্দ্রানুসন্ধান। আমাদের আজকের উপস্থাপনা তাই রবি ঠাকুরের জীবনের 3টি পর্যায়কে নির্দিষ্ট করে কবির বিভিন্ন রচনা আর অন্যান্য তথ্যাদি ঘেঁটে এটি আমাদের একটি স্বল্প দৈর্ঘ্যের নির্মাণ প্রয়াস, যেখানে কবির ভাষ্যে অর্থাৎ প্রথম পুরুষেই আমাদের সব বলা, আর সকল বলার ঊর্ধ্বে রয়েছে তার গান, যা এই অন্ধকার সময় পথ দেখায় ধ্রুবতারা হয়ে।
মেলি চিত্ত গভীরে কোন শুভ প্রাতে দাঁড়াবে হৃদি মাঝে কোন শুভ প্রাতে দাঁড়াবে হৃদি মাঝে ভুলিব সব দুঃখ সুখ দুনিয়া আনন্দ নিয়ে চরণ শুনি
আমাদের বাড়িতে সর্বদা সাহিত্যের হাওয়া বইত। বেশ মনে পড়ে বাবা মশাইয়ের তৎকালীন ব্রাহ্ম সমাজের সদস্যদের উপস্থিতিতে একটা টেবিলের ওপরে গাঁদা ফুল সাজিয়ে মাঘোৎসবের অনুষ্ঠান হতো। পরবর্তীকালে মাঘোৎসবের জন্য আমি অনেক গান রচনা করেছি। তাদের মধ্যে একবার একটা গান বাবা মশাইয়ের খুব পছন্দ হয়েছিল। ওনার কথাগুলো বোধহয় প্রচুর জরুরি, ওনাকে আগে কথা শেষ করে নিতে দিন, তারপর আমরা অনুষ্ঠান করবো।
It's a shame that there were not too many people to watch you, but amazing performance. What a performance. And now, without much ado, may I request Bishop P.K. George to say the concluding remarks and end this evening's program.
I do not know whether to congratulate you or thank you. I should say both. I have always heard the English versions of Tagore's songs, and we have used many of them in prayer and meditation. And when we were doing our BA in Sonada, Darjeeling, our English teacher, Mrs. Ghosh, used to tell us every day, whenever she was teaching us English poetry, she used to tell us about Rabindra Sangeet. So we were initiated into that. But then living far away in the Northeast, we only heard from the tapes and cassettes. But today, it is really lucky that I've been able to witness this live performance. And in my case, it's the first time that I'm seeing a live performance of these beautiful songs. So my dear friends, thank you and congratulations. I think you have brought Tagore alive. And in fact, I want to ask the organization, in the Bible we read a story where in a wedding feast, the original wine got over, and then Jesus changed water into wine, and the people asked, why did you keep this good wine for the last? You should have given this first. And I think here just happened the same thing. They kept the best for the last. And we should have been served first. But anyway, I think you have done really well. And instruments and the choir, the singers, I think we have combined the nightingale and every aspect of singing so well. And as I said, I do not have enough words to really congratulate you for your real bringing Tagore back to life in our day today. And I also congratulate all the organizers, the Church Art as well as I.C.C.R. for organizing this beautiful performance. If not for anything else, only for this item it was worth coming and being here. So dear friends, thank you, and I really wish that you will keep up this. It is not just a performance, it's a ministry that you have taken up to keep this alive, and I hope you will continue with it. Thank you so much, and God bless all of you.
God bless you and have a wonderful career. Thank you.
Sincerely thank you, sir, for waiting and giving us such wonderful performance. To hear this instrument, Hawaiian Gitani, so it is always a pleasure and it provokes and evokes emotions. And really thank you so much. And we really enjoyed. Thank you very much.
Have a wonderful evening and God bless you all. Good night.